Good morning. I want you to do something for me, just for a second. I want you to feel the weight in your pockets, not your phones or your keys, the other weight. The weight of your retirement plan, the weight of your career trajectory, the weight of your children's future, the weight of that diagnosis, the weight of next month's rent. It's heavy, isn't it? We carry these weights because we are taught that security is found in accumulation. We are taught that the goal of life is to reach a point where we don't need anything anymore. We want a full pantry, a full bank account, and a 5-year plan so solid that nothing can shake it. But today, I want to talk about a group of people who were forced to live in a way that completely contradicts that. They were forced to live in a way that I believe is the secret to unlocking real peace. I want to talk about manna. It sounds like a children's Bible story, but I promise you the economics of manna are the most radical, life-changing financial and spiritual advice you will ever hear. Let's set the scene. The Israelites have just walked out of Egypt. 400 years of slavery. They are free, but they are standing in a desert. There are no crops. There are no supermarkets. There's no secure income. They are utterly dependent, and they are panicking. They start yelling at Moses, "You brought us out here to kill us. At least in Egypt we had pots of meat." Sound familiar? Sometimes, even when our Egypt was toxic or draining, it felt safe because it was familiar. The unknown future, the desert, is terrifying. And then, God does something incredible. In the morning, the ground is covered with thin, flaky bread. Manna, bread from heaven. And God gives them specific instructions. This is where it gets good. Instruction number 1, go out and gather. Everyone has to participate. The bread didn't land in their mouths. It landed on the ground. They had to bend their backs, leave their tents, and work for it. Faith requires action. You can't just pray for a meal and keep the stove off. You have to gather. Instruction number 2, gather enough for that day. Here is the kicker. God says, gather it day by day. They were not allowed to stockpile for Tuesday on Monday. They had to trust that Tuesday would bring its own bread. And what happened? Some people didn't trust the system. They were the pragmatists. They said, "That's inefficient. Let's get ahead. Let's gather enough for 2 days just in case." They woke up the next morning and looked in their buckets. And what did they find? Maggots, rot, stench. The manna they tried to hoard turned sour. Why? Because the manna wasn't just food. It was a tutorial. God was teaching a nation of ex-slaves how to be free people. And the core lesson was this: you are not your own provider. Give us this day our daily bread. Not give us this week's bread. Not give us this year's salary. Daily bread. Why did Jesus teach us to pray that way? Because he knows that when you get bread for a month in advance, you forget you need God for a month. Faith requires daily dependence. God is not going to give you next week's grace for next week's problems today. He gives you today's grace for today's problems. Trust the process. Trust the provider. Go gather your daily bread. Thank you.